This is not Luke Skywalker. I don't know who this imposter is, but it's not Luke.
Oh no, it's Luke. It's definitely Luke. And let me tell you why. So we have to remember that he literally has the blood of the Chosen One flowing through his veins. I know people don't want to talk about midichlorian count, but Luke's has got to be up there. So he started on his hero's journey. Yes, his hero's journey. We'll get back to that in just a second. He started down the path of his hero's journey at an age that was too old to begin the training for many, many reasons, obviously. But we saw his abilities early on. We saw his potential early on. And he had some training by a Jedi Master, but for like 10 minutes. Then he was completely on his own to train himself. And during that time, between A New Hope and Return of the Jedi, that's just 4 years. In 4 years of self-training, self-guided meditation, learning how to build his own lightsaber, in just 4 years, he went from bumbling, goofy farm boy to someone who had the ability to not only beat Darth Vader, but to prevent himself from falling to the dark side. That takes power. Now, if we're looking at that 4 years as the benchmark for his progression, now let's fast forward another 5 to 6 years when we see him in The Mandalorian dismantling droids. It seems like a very natural progression. And that was Luke. Fast forward again to the sequels, and we see him doing something that is immensely powerful. He force projected himself across the galaxy and used the Force so hard he died. Luke's powerful. Is he a little too powerful? Is he overpowered? Maybe, but he's the hero, and that's part of the hero's journey. When we look at mythology, when we look at the classic hero's journey, the entire setup of the hero's journey, you have the hero generally comes from humble beginnings, and then we find out that they didn't really have humble beginnings. Maybe they're a demigod. Maybe they have some sort of special gift or talent that helps them to do things that the average person couldn't do, which makes them the hero. And that's Luke Skywalker. He is the hero in the Star Wars saga. So, of course, he is going to be a little overpowered. Did he bumble and fumble and get captured and get knocked out and all of those things? Yes, of course. Of course he did. Again, part of the hero's journey. He had to go through all of those things to become the Jedi that he ended up being. So who's that guy in The Mandalorian? That's our boy Luke Skywalker.